Hey guys, I'm back with a new video today. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about Xiangling. If you guys don't know, Xiangling is a pyro character and is super versatile. And I'm going to tell you guys how I'm going to build her and what is the basically the best build for her and how you should think about building her in the future. So Xiangling, if you guys watched my last video, is in my main team and is going to be in my future main team. And that is because she is amazing. So she's a pyro character. That's why I'm in this pyro flamey area. You see, gotta make the video a little bit immersive, So the reason why she's amazing, let's look at her talents real quick. She has two really good talents that make her a really good support build. So one is the Pyronado. Pyronado basically is a fire tornado that spins all the time, no matter what character you have. If you use her, you switch to the Pyronado will keep going on dealing pyro damage, and it is amazing, lasts for a long time, and it does a lot of damage. The second skill is Goba Attack. Goba Attack is the same thing. It's her skill, and with her elemental skill, and with the elemental skill, she literally leaves a teddy bear out. The teddy bear does flame damage, and it can basically, you can use it and then switch to another character and the teddy bear will still be there doing flame damage, and it can basically keep doing damage for you while you can combine it with what I do with electric, with the razor, and it does overload damage or something else. Now also nice thing, if you have constellations on her, you see on her passive right here, it says when Goba attack effect ends, Goba leaves a chili pepper on the spot where it disappeared. Picking up a chili pepper increases attack by 10%. So basically, every time I use Goba Attack, let me show you guys real quick so you guys know what I'm saying. Every time I use Goba Attack, I switch to Razor. It will do flame damage. I can combine it with electric, get some overload damage. And when this man is done doing his damage, I can pick it up. And I get 10% extra damage, which is super nice to support Razor with or other characters. So what you also can do is you can move around on Teddy Bear. If you're like, hey my G, I want to attack over here, you can move around on him just by hitting him, and then look at that, chili again. And I think this is 12 seconds. Every 12 seconds is amazing. Just doing Goba Attack and having him be there and giving you extra damage boost. So she's amazing support wise to your characters. It doesn't matter if you have Razor. All the good builds with her could all vary from characters to characters, but I honestly think, in my opinion, that she's one of the best support characters to support your main DPS. Now you can build her as a main DPS pyro build too, because she does a lot of damage if you build her right, but I prefer a support build. I want to show you guys the Pyronado real quick before we go on with the video, and I want to talk about the other factors. So let's just go floor 6. We go with Razor, you know that. So basically here, you see I have a lot of enemies here. What I can do is I pop up the Pyronado and the Goba Attack. I switch to this, and look, all that overload damage. And this thing is following me everywhere. Look at this. It follows me everywhere. Does tradable damage. That just is 5k that right there. Just look at this. You just, all this, leave a fire effect on the target, or pyro effect, whatever you guys want to call it. And basically you can just switch back to her, do the Goba Attack again, switch back to Razor. Amazing combos with her. You can also switch to this guy right here and there's a crystallized damage, and it is like, it's just an amazing support character. Her skills are meant, I feel like she's meant to be a support character because of her skills and how versatile they are in being able to use other characters while using her. Now, how I would build her, if you're building her as a support character like me, the current artifact I have in her are completely wrong. As I said, these are not going to be my artifacts. The two artifacts that I do want on her right now, I'm going to go for the Exile set. Why I want the Exile set is the Exile set increases her energy recharge, which means she can use her support skills like the Pyro Tornado more often, and using an Elemental Burst regenerates 2 energy for other party members every 2 seconds. So when it's out, when I do have the Pyronado out, she could be regenerating elemental particles for Razor, for example, and building up his ultimate way faster. Even though he doesn't need help with ultimate, it's nice. So building a full-on Exile set around her is actually very useful. But the last set I want on her, like the actual set I want on her, would be, if I can find it again. I think I have one piece of it somewhere. Let's see here. It should be Nobilis Oblige. I have a legendary actually. That's the one I got from the pillar. If you don't know how to do the pillar quest, you can check out my video. But the elemental burst damage, which is a pyro tornado skill, damage will increase by 20%. So when I use it, it will do way more damage. And using an elemental burst increases all party members' attack by 20% for 12 seconds, which basically means when I use pyro tornado, I will increase Razor's attack damage by 20% for 12 seconds. Now, just think about this. Let's say I have Nobilis Oblige, right? I have this set and I'll focus it. The substats that would have a lot of energy recharge. I want to have as many energy recharge as possible so she can recharge her skills faster, or her elemental skills. So imagine I have the 20% decrease. I use Goba first. I combine it, all right, and then I use the Pyro Tornado, and then I switch to Razor. Razor will have 20% damage boost from the Pyro Tornado. I pick this up. I'll have a 30% damage boost. Now, if I have Constellation of Razor and I get an orb on Razor, I will have another increase in damage boost. So he can get up to 150 to 170% damage boost just by having Xiangling. And the nice thing about Xiangling is she can do this for others too. Let's say, because her Pyro Tornado also is always around doing fire damage, what you can also do is if you guys have Diluc, for example, you guys combine her, and what is really nice, if you're running 2 fires, then if I add another fire, for example, to my party with her, so let's say she does her elemental burst skill, which is her pyro effect, right? And then she has 2 fires in her attack, fires in her team, it will increase attack by 25% extra. So just think about all these attack boost increases. So you have her, you do her skill. First of all, you will have the tornado constantly spinning, then you have her Goba doing fire damage, and then you have additional damage increases having another fire in the team. So if I ditch Spid right here and I replace him with a fire, for example, I will have the 25% attack boost on the Razor right now, plus the bonuses that Xiangling can potentially give me, plus the elemental orbs a Razor can have. So this is not a Razor video, it's a Xiangling video. So that is how I will build her. Full support build with a lot of energy recharge, but there's other options too. Now the weapon I use for her is the Dragon's Bane. Dragon's Bane increases damage against enemies affected by Hydra or Pyro by 20%. Obviously she's gonna be inflicted Pyro damage because most of her skills is Pyro, and I think every 3rd hit she does also inflicts Pyro damage. But the other good weapons for her that you can use is the Prototype Grudge and then the 3-star Halberd. But it's up to you. I love the Dragon's Bane, so it works perfectly. Now, she does have a DPS build. If you guys click this video for a DPS build, I can help you guys with that too. Now, I talked about her skills already. They're amazing. If you want to main her, you can do that. I highly advise it as a support build, but you can do it. And then the artifacts you would usually go for is the ones I have currently right now. Gladiator set. She uses a polearm, so she will be doing 35% attack damage, and her attacks are really fast. So if I haven't shown you guys, her attacks, probably played her already, but they're super fast. She attacks very quickly, and she has a lot of different attacks too. Let's go to 4 so I don't have to build like a full-on team. So as you guys can see, super quick. Look at that, how quick they are. Now you can do plunging attacks with her too. So if you want to dodge something, very useful to get away from AoE or damage wise. Super useful. It requires some stamina, but so she's very good overall. I would suggest Gladius Finale if you want to make her full damage build. However, you can also go for Martial Artist, which is basically after using an elemental skill. So let's say I use Goba, increase my normal attack damage. And if you eat that chili from Goba, you will do even 10% of that again. So she is definitely possible as a full damage build also. Now that is my talk on Xiangling. If this was helpful and this helps you guys build your Xiangling, let me know. Let me know in the comments below too how you guys are building her support or elemental build. I made a video, my last video, I showed you guys what my team was, why I chose that team, and what the future team that I would love to have would be. So Xiangling is an amazing character. She's coming with me for a long ride. That's why I've only, if you guys seen, I only leveled Razor and Xiangling. I haven't leveled anybody else yet because I know those two are definitely going with me. But I'm looking for my next two to replace, which I talked about in my last video. If you want to check it out. So thank you guys so much for watching. that is my Xiangling talent build guide, whatever you want to call it. If you guys enjoyed, drop me a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.